It is the 23rd of May, and there's some changes going on in life. So let's just get right into it. So, as you can see behind me, there's a lot of things that are moving around. I've got TV here, I've got this room full of things. And so basically the moral of the story is life's changing. And I want to tell you a bit more about change. Come with me. Oh, there you are. So yeah, like I said, change is quite different. It's quite scary. And over the last 6 months, life has changed. And over the whole last year, I went overseas. I came back to New Zealand and I tried life in Taupo. And now that's what I'm trying to get to now, is that's all changing. So after spending like the last maybe about 10 months here in Taupo, I decided it's time for a new change. I do love it here, and every weekend I've been busy. I've kept myself really busy in Taupo, just filling my time up and making it. I think that's something I learned while I was overseas, is make the most of where you are. It doesn't matter if you think you might be there for a long time, make use of every single day. But today's now a new chapter, so I'll bring you guys along on that too. Ooh. So here you are. Now, let me get changed into my equipment, because I'm going for a run now. Because at the moment I'm running 300 k's. But I think change is inevitable. Like, everybody needs to change, and it might not be a sudden change, but it might be a gradual change over time, like getting rid of bad habits that you might have. And to be honest, over the last 5 years, I've changed dramatically from a lifestyle I once had, and there's nothing wrong with that. You might have some friends that you got along with back in the time, and now you're no longer friends with them. Friendships grow and people grow apart, and that's just sort of part of life. Now let me get changed and I'll bring you guys along on my run. So yeah, something that has changed a lot for me over the last 10 months is that I've really got into my fitness a bit more. It's actually started a little bit before then, but over the last few months in particular, I've really started training for a marathon. But beyond that as well, like having good friends around you and having a good group around you to motivate each other to keep going is something really, really good. I don't think I would be running as much if it wasn't for some of the friends I have now. So it's definitely pick your friends, change your groups up. And it doesn't mean you have to have one group in particular or defriend anyone. It just means like pick who you spend most of your time around with, and because your environment reflects in who you are. We did it. So we did go on a run, and I ran roughly I ran a half marathon, and then I ran another 5 and a bit k's, 6 k's. I hit a PB though. I got under 2 hours, which was a milestone. And am I glad for making this change like 6 months ago to get seriously into running? I absolutely am. And probably for the last year I have been running, but in the last 6 months I've really focused on running. Now, for further changes, I should really be trying to do more swimming, more aerobic exercises to control my heart rate, because I found in this 2 hours my heart rate was just slowly creeping upwards and I was struggling to keep it under 185 beats per minute. My max heart rate at the moment is 206. So for me, I felt like that was getting a little bit too high for my max heart rate. So heading forwards, we're going to be focusing on more aerobic exercises after this month of mayhem for 300 kilometers. And I've been speaking to Jordan, one of my friends, who we both challenge each other for this and motivate each other, is that our calorie intake has been not enough. We're always hungry. Like today I burnt 4,000 calories. The other weekend when I climbed up Ngā Hau, I burnt 4,000 calories, and the day before it when I did a 30k marathon, a 30k run, I burnt 4,000 calories. So I'm not eating enough. I did eat Burger King, which was 1,200, and then I ate 2 cans of soup, which was about 400 calories. So that was as much as I burnt on the run. But then you got to remember, factor in the calories I burnt throughout the day. And in the morning, I did have a big breakfast. It was a bit eggs Benedict. It was more of a brunch because that's all I ate. So really, I'm still in a deficit from all of that. So yes, but this story is about change. It's not about the running, all in particular. So tomorrow when I wake up, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about why change is so important. Hi there. So yeah, I've just finished a run. I'm back in Taupo. I left yesterday after clearing out the house. As you can see, it's pretty empty now. So yeah, pretty much this is the last, maybe second to last day that I'll ever come here. I still got to do some cleaning, but removing all of my pieces really from it, and that's change. I'm changing to Hamilton. I'm going to Hamilton. I'm not sure if I said that already before in this video. This video has been a bit of a clusterfuck, to be honest, because I haven't planned it. I just started recording and doing random shots that I thought might look cool. So there hasn't really been too much context, but the idea around it is that change is okay, and it's better to keep changing than to sit in one place and do the same thing repetitively all the time, because you do not improve from just staying and doing the same thing over and over again. You don't get any better than that. So if you don't put yourself out there to make a change, it might be scary. You might think that you're going to fail, but at least if you fail, you learn from your mistakes and you get better from there. So the moral of the story is to always keep moving, keep changing, don't get too comfortable where you are, and that's what I'm doing. I've been in Taupo for about 10 months, and to be honest, I got a bit too comfortable in the first couple of months. I got a bit bored of what I was doing, so now up to a new change, a new challenge, and new area. And to be honest, I don't know too much about Hamilton. A lot of people talk smack about Hamilton, but a lot of those people have never lived in Hamilton themselves. They might have just passed by through Hamilton or heard stories from other people that make it sound pretty bad. It is pretty isolated. It is sort of like a big rural sort of city. But in saying that, it's 2 hours from anywhere really. You got 2 hours from Auckland, 2 hours from Tauranga. You can go to Rotorua. You can still come to Taupo, and things like that. So it's actually not too bad. But I'm one of those people that like to actually give it a go for myself and see what it's like traveling Europe and things like that. Last year, a lot of people said, "Why would you want to do that?" Well, I went and did it. And I know why I did it, and it is definitely life-changing. And to be honest, those are some skills that I've picked up now, that staying in one area for too long can sometimes be bad and actually not great for you. And a part of me too is wanting to be able to see how much I can change about life, because I feel like life is starting to move pretty quickly, and I feel like life moves quicker when you're doing less things. So trying to pack in more things with my time to have more experiences seems to be making a good change in that, and creating more memories and things like that. But at the same time, as we get older, life just seems to get faster. So it is what it is. And yeah, the slow approach to 30. So this is 26. Pretty much halfway through that now. So yeah, I've got a lot of hiking to do still. Like I've only done 8 peaks this year, but I think that's another video. Anyway, this video is about change, and pretty much things have been changing, and I've been doing a lot of running and trying new things and changing in my environment. And I feel like if you're still here, I'm sorry, because it's been a bit of a ramble this last part of the video, but thanks for being here, and thanks for all the new subscribers that I've been getting over this last few months. Like since I've been posting consistently and finding a niche, I think I've gained another 60 odd subscribers, which is incredible, because that's how much I got last year in a whole year, and I've done that now in a few months. So thank you all for coming and sharing your support and commenting on all my videos. I really do appreciate it, and I love the feedback. So now let me know if you enjoy the hiking videos, if that's the reason why you're here, or you've come here from the running videos. I want to know. So, and if there's any other videos that you think I should be making, then definitely tell me, because I'm out here to try new things. So thanks everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next one.